Long time no speak, okay? The girl is alive. I feel good. I have not wanted to pick up my vlog camera because I just haven't been in the mental space. I mean, for good reason. I'm going through a large injury right now in rehab, but I have missed you guys. So if you guys are new here, hi, my name is Libby. It's so nice to have you. Welcome back to my channel. For some people, maybe it's starting to cool down. Here in Houston, Texas, it's not, but inside of my house, I have the AC blowing, and although outside doesn't match inside, I am from the Midwest, and this is when it starts to get a little bit brisk outside, so I'm bringing that into my home. Thank you very much. Throughout this video, I also felt like it might be fun to just like life update you and answer some of your questions. That might be helpful. I feel like this entire year has been a really big year, a heavy year, a long year, but it's a year that I needed and a year that I have needed to live, and it's just part of me. While we're doing all of the things, doing appointments, doing nails, getting this house fallified, I'm still in the middle of tearing my closet apart and getting rid of things that literally do not serve me anymore, that have had their time, that have lived their lives in my closet, but could do more in a different home. And just like opening up space, I just think that, you know how you have spring cleaning? This is a fall clean out, okay? I feel great. I just left physical therapy. Today, I am 10 weeks post-op, which maybe to you guys is like, oh yeah, that flew by. No, not to me. Not to me, friends. It's been a journey, let me tell you. I'm 2 months post-op, but 10 weeks feels different because it's like, hey, we're actually like in this thing. And today we started bounding. The girl should be jogging relatively soon. I don't know if that is like on track for normal ACL meniscus recovery, or if my previous, athletic self has helped to contribute to the progress that I've made. I think that it has, but I'm really excited to bring you guys along with me. My knee is sore because we did a lot of loading on my new ligament. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put a Q&A up on my Instagram real quick, and just throughout the day while I'm doing things, getting things done, I'm gonna be answering them for you. But I also like want my house to be sparkly. So I miss you guys. I know we haven't touched base in a really long time, but yeah, it's been a year. It's been a big year, but like now I feel okay. Like you guys are my people, and you know what? Let's just talk about it. One thing that's happening that is actually so freaking exciting, I need to like organize the shelves, is the fact that I am throwing my own event here in Houston, which is like so terrifying and mortifying for me because I grew a lot of my audience while I lived in Kansas, and that was just like so online. Also, it was around COVID. So I still, even after almost 3 years of living in Houston, I find it so insane that there are people in real life that know who I am. Like when I'm walking down the street, they're like, are you Libby? And people just tell me like they follow me, X, Y, and Z, they've seen my videos. It's still wild. I have chills right now. It's wild to me that I have been sharing my life for 8, 9 years, more than that probably. And I've just had so many people along for this journey through my life. And I think it's beautiful because we've got to grow up together. I always say that, but I'm really excited, and I'm like doing the uncomfortable thing, and I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone, which I'm very comfortable in a lot of zones. So it's kind of hard to get to that nitty gritty for me. I'm hosting my own event, no like affiliation with any other brands, but just like a Libby event. I feel like for the longest time, I've struggled to really pinpoint what is so important to me and like what I want to do in this world. And it's not just like, I want to share my life. No, I want there to be a bigger thing. And I always come back to like my driving force, and one of the things that I value so much in this life is having the opportunity to work for myself, but also the opportunity to meet so many people, whether it is just randomly on the street, whether it's when I was at High Rocks, or when I go to a Jump Shark Lift event, which is happening in a week. But I've doubted myself for so long in terms of like, can I actually like gather these people? And I know it's so different online versus in person, but there are so many girls here in Houston that have reached out to me that just like want to vibe, just want to hang out, want to do something. So I am going to put together my very own Still a Luxury event, because a bad day is still a luxury. If there's anything that has just like kept me afloat this year, I think that it has been the idea that a bad day is still a luxury. And I don't even have terrible days, and you don't have to have the worst day to acknowledge that a bad day is still a luxury, but a day that just challenges you, it's still a blessing to be here no matter how difficult it is. It's just like you have the fight in you, and it's like the conscious choice that you have to make the best of it and try again tomorrow. Today just wasn't wasn't it, or yesterday wasn't it. I think life for everybody right now is just like, especially in our mid-20s, however old you are, we have all of these obligations, but obstacles just consistently pressing on us. When I think of a bad day still a luxury, I just think of like, what is the good in this day that can come from it, you know? And I want to have a space where people can just retire for the day or for a few hours and just have a day full of bliss. And I think that I have a positive impact on so many people, and people know me to be such a positive person or a light in their day, which is honestly an honor. So I want to put together what that would look like for me, not necessarily my ideal day, but when you think of Libby Christensen, I want it to be like all encompassing of what does a bad day still luxury mean and what does that look like. So I want to get the girlies together. It'll be September 27th. I'm gonna have tickets for it. I'm going to donate proceeds from the tickets to some different causes that mean a lot to me, which I'm really excited for. But I just want to spend time with you guys. And I feel like I'm now in a space where I'm like, I really just want to vibe with my community. And these people have been here for me for literal years, and I can't give back to everyone, but I can hopefully like make their day great when they see me online, but also in person. So if you guys plan to travel to Houston, or if you want to plan to travel to Houston, September 27th, I'm going to have an event up north at Rise Gym. It's near Tomball. I have a good relationship with that gym, and they like, it's just been a contributor to my social media, to my week of workouts, and I just want all of it to feel like home. I just want to bring you guys to my home, not my actual home, but as homey as it can feel. I want to include you guys in what it means to just like embrace a bad day still being a luxury. So we're gonna have a little warm-up, workout, cool down, and then we'll have different vendors. Just think of like a mini little baby, okay? This ain't huge, but just a mini little festival of just having a good day. I want like a lemonade stand, I want a cotton candy machine, just like all of those things. I think one of the reasons why I am where I am is because I've never let go of my childhood self, and I honor her in a lot of things that I do, whether it's my personality, my attitude, my ambition, my drive, like my friendships. Just, I think I haven't let the younger me down, and I never want to, and I want to honor her. And I think just throwing something just so fun and just like heartwarming and girly pop filled would really be amazing, not only for me, but for you guys as well. Because I think we also struggle to find girlfriends in our mid-20s, and depending on what parts of our life we're at. And if I can just cultivate that space online, I know I can do it, but I think it'll be a challenge to do it in person, but it's something that I'm really looking forward to, especially given just like the context of what this year has been and what life has been recently. It's been heavy, it's been a lot, it's been a lot of mental battles, it's been a lot of isolation, everything that I've needed, and I am very grateful for the journey in and of itself. But it'll be just like a good time to get together with you guys. So come to Houston, come hang out with me, come pop over and spend some time with me 9 to 1, September 27th. I will put tickets in the description box here, and then I'll also be talking about it, of course, on my other social medias like Instagram and whatnot. But yeah, I am like really excited for that. And I don't know, I think that the people that show up, those are the people that are like my OGs. Even if you can't show up, I know you guys are still my OGs. If you're at a distance, that's okay. But I really just want the people that are like, I really like enjoy Libby as a person, I just want to be in her presence. Like, those are the people that I relate to already, and I just want to squeeze you guys in just a more intimate like setting where no guards are up and it just feels really authentic. That's been my biggest thing, is just being authentic, and I just want to implore you guys to do the same thing. So I just want to throw that for you guys. And yeah, I hope it goes well. I'm nervous, like I'm so spooky ooky scared, but it'll be worth it, and it'll be a good time, and it's gonna be exactly what it's meant to be. And what's meant for me will not pass me by. Y'all, okay, that's really scary. Next time I go get my hair done, ooh, she's gorgeous. I just got my hair trimmed when I got it colored last, which I feel like is one of the most recent vlogs you guys have watched. But I swear the ends, because it's demi-permanent dye, I know it looks black, I know. Because it's demi-permanent dye, it does wash out. I think I want to book for permanent dye. Now, let's get to it, okay? Let's get to it. First of all, love this image. Second, hope you're having a great day and sending love from Cali. Thank you so much. That's honestly so sweet. It really baffles me where people are at in the world. Oh, there's a plane. How many people follow me just from all over the country and the world? And I hope you're having a great day too. Thank you so much. How am I mentally? It changes by the day, I will say. Like every single day is a different journey in some way. And for me, I literally have to take it day by day. Like I said, this has been a heavy year, a very transformative year. And I think last year also started that journey. I don't know if it was my frontal lobe developing, but I kind of like talk about it on TikTok very sparsely and sporadically. I think I'm just like growing up, and it's just every single day is a mental challenge. One, because of my leg. That is the biggest thing in my life right now. It is a battle to get up and to be like, okay, I'm gonna put my time and energy into like bettering myself, bettering my leg so I can get back to the condition that I want to be in. But it's also like I am just now an adult, and I have been an adult, and I've done adult things, all of that stuff. But once you come to the realization that like my life is my life and you have to be grateful for every single thing, or you start downward spiraling, I think that it really shifts your perspective. But I'll just say that my mentality and my mental space, yesterday I just had a rough day. Last night was just a rough night for me. Didn't have like one thing that I can pinpoint as to like why I was feeling low. I think just so much in general can weigh on you. And if you don't like journal, you don't read, you don't let it out, you don't vent X, Y, and Z, it can really just creep up out of nowhere. But then I have days where I'm like, today, I'm like, it's just a really beautiful day. The sun is out, like I'm really grateful to be alive. All of the small things. And I try to remind myself of that often. But I would say like mentally, I've gotten through the hardest part of my leg. So that's really a blessing. I've heard that from physical therapists, from people who have been in this position before. Aside from that, life in general, life is good. I feel like I have the everyday stresses that it's like, I'm living my life and I'm living my life for me type of thing. And it all falls on you when that's the mindset and mentality that you have. But that's just the reality, is like, this life is yours and you make of it what you want. And I sometimes think that that can be a lot, but overall, I'm feeling good, and I'm really looking forward to traveling soon, which is awesome. But of course, like anybody, every day, it's still a challenge. How long have I been training? I have been working out since I was literally a wee little lad. I did track from like 6th grade into high school, and I played volleyball during that time in like middle school. So I've always been active, but I started lifting when I was 18. So it's almost been 10 years. Well, yeah, it's been 9 years of me lifting. That's insane. How do I not track food? You look amazing. Thank you. I don't track food because I feel like I've gotten to a point in my fitness journey where I know what food fuels me. I know what food I like. I've never done like macro tracking and calorie counting. I found that it was not great for me mentally, and I think that you can still be successful in your fitness journey if you don't track. I think food knowledge is very, very important, and knowing what's going to actually satiate you, fill you up, and make you feel good, rather than I just need to get something on the plate. But I think it's very individual for each person. Overall, I am genetically blessed, which I always will make sure to say. Food has never been something that I focus on heavily, which for a time I think I was so itty bitty because I didn't focus on food, and then I found the value in actually knowing what I'm putting into my body. If you can like really focus on getting protein on your plate, I find that that is most helpful. Everything else starts to trickle in. Get a veggie, get some type of carb, prioritize protein. You should be good to go if you're somebody that doesn't want to focus on numbers. I'm here to tell you that it's possible. And also, I lift for life. I don't lift for like a specific sport. I just want to be capable, and I want to be here, and I want to have a long life where I am the best health that I can be. And I know that it starts with myself, my mental and my physical, and also what I'm putting into my body to fuel myself. I'm gonna go wash this hair, get clean, and then chat in a sec. Like, the girl is queen. I have this hyperpigmentation always. You guys know that it's like my trouble spot. Well, spots is my hyperpigmentation, but it's the last time I showed you. It has cleared up a lot. I'm just somebody who easily gets like stained when I have any type of blemish, like my scar. There's dark lines around the outside, even though I put like my scar stuff on it. My skin, if I have one little blemish, it will leave a trace. It's ridiculous. I don't know if it's because I'm biracial and like my melanin just like really wants to be produced there, or what the deal is. But even with my legs and my eczema, any of my scratches and scars, they take a really long time to actually like leave the premises. I have 1,000,007 questions, which this isn't new news. For the ones who like join my lives and even like DM me, that type of thing. Not new news, but the whopping question. It's been a long time, but JJ and I are no longer together, you guys, which I know a lot of you guys already peeped that and saw that, but this happened a long time ago. That's why it's like Yeah, but also a lot of you guys are just like in tune, and I really appreciate those who respected my privacy and weren't like overwhelming and down my neck to like yap about it. I really appreciate that because I had so much time to just like process and heal from whatever and, you know, go on with life. Like my Instagram, YouTube, all of it has always been just me sharing my life, and obviously that was a very large part of my life, but it wasn't the focus of my accounts. We did so much life together. I don't feel that it's like the largest topic to talk about, but just to confirm what you guys have asked, I have no problem letting you know that that did end processed and all of that. And on the other side of it, that is one of the largest things that's been like, wow, this has been a big year, like a heavy year for sure. And then I tore my ACL, and it's just been like, oh my goodness, like what the heck else? The tag along question to that is, where's Bwonksy boy, my baby wavy? He went over to his dad's house when I had surgery, but he's doing well. It's a big transition. It's difficult. Breakups are hard. They're very, very difficult. I just know God's got it, and I don't waver in my faith about that. You can get through hard things, you can process hard things, and things are still going to be okay on the other side, and a bad day is still a luxury. What is the biggest positive takeaway that I've got from my injury? Gosh, honestly, I don't think it's necessarily a negative experience that I was injured. And also you have to keep in mind, I was injured without knowing it until my knee blew out. But this process of surgery and recovery time and all of that, I think that one of the positive things I would say is just gaining such a large community, or being inducted into such a large community of people who have been through this before and not feeling alone. And I think that goes for a lot of things, whether you struggle with your mental health or you come from a similar background to somebody else. There's a lot of value in just knowing that you're not alone in whatever you're experiencing. And I think just sharing about this journey has really softened my heart to so many people that have been through this. Not that I had a hard heart before, but it's like I see you and I feel you and I get you. And I felt that way about a lot of things where people can relate to me, but this is one that's definitely very specific, I'll say. Otherwise, a positive takeaway is just like my resilience. I think that even with the gym, when you work out, you only make progress because you are putting in the work and effort and time and energy into what you want to achieve and what your goals are. And for me, like I've always done that, but not in this way necessarily. And I think a positive takeaway is that I work out to feel capable. And that's like one of the driving factors. Going through this, I do feel capable, and I think that I've had a lot of self-doubt. And what's crazy is just like whatever you're going through manifests in so many different ways, different principles that God will guide you through, but also just life in general will teach you a lot of patience, a lot of stillness, a lot of just being okay in your own company. That's a big one because nobody is on this journey for me, and nobody is doing this for me in terms of the workouts and exercises and going to PT. I feel very blessed that I even have the ability to go to physical therapy 3 times a week because it is incredibly expensive, and insurance like doesn't kick in until a certain point type of thing. But I do think wherever we are, if you just take a hard look at where you are in life, everything you've gone through has led you up to this moment. And whether it's me being able to work for myself and gain a savings account where I am not struggling to get to physical therapy and do it, like having that cushion is like one thing that I'm very grateful for, but also the fact that I have such a driven mind. Like whatever I'm presented with, I am very much, let's do it. Let's try to be as positive as possible about it, and let's get through it, even if it's hard. And that same anecdote of even if it's hard, we're gonna get through it. It's gonna be okay. That has applied to so many things in my life, which I'm sure you guys can understand at this point. If you are not working to better yourself in whatever space you're in, you're going to be stuck forever, and you have to do the uncomfortable thing. Every single thing I feel like has led me up to this point to throw the tools that I've gained into different buckets and apply them. But I think that my mindset is one of the things that I'm most grateful for, and something that is positive that has come out of it. Also, I'm getting a new knee. The girl is back from errands, and I literally posted today and I was on live for so long with you guys. That's also why I like hop, skipped, and jumped from my questions, but I will continue the questions and the vlog. Y'all, why are we all balding? What's going on with that? Like, I took my Nutrafol, cool. I literally have noticed so much hair coming out of my hairbrush, and I have never been somebody that has like lost hair. Now, I will say I did get a little bit of an answer because I guess when you go under anesthesia, it's normal and like not necessarily like a great thing, but you can expect hair loss after, which is news to me. I had so many people that actually did validate that for me. But in general, you guys, like what's going on with our hair? Hopefully in like a few months that doesn't happen anymore. I ordered this little TikTok shop dress. I don't care what anybody says. It is fall to me. It's actually from Princess Polly though. A little brown pinstripe dress, and then the back has a little cinch. It's actually a romper. So that's so me. I have these brown boots that'll match it. I'm excited to have clothes to wear. I also have another box. I ordered my London dress and then a new pair of heels. I just got home and the girl is really tired. I've just been on the move all day. I got up at 6:30, was in motion all day, had physical therapy, was all over the city. I did schedule a nail appointment for Monday. I'm excited for that so I can have my nails done. I literally leave Wednesday for London and I have a 10.5-hour flight there. Period, quick little dinner. I have steak, I have some little baby potatoes, and then I have a nice big old Caesar salad with bacon bits and Parmesan. Good morning, you guys. There's like mega construction going on behind my house. I have no idea what they're doing though, because I don't know what house they're at. I have a call in just a little bit, and then I want to go to the gym, and then I have other things I have to do with my day. The girl is just getting prepared, and I want to be dressed. I need to make some food, but I also thought we could go through some more questions because I really didn't get to answer many yesterday. So besides the fitness industry, what else catches your attention in the day? I am into my reading right now. Really love reading, and I will say, not to be repetitive, but what takes the largest chunk of my day is my physical therapy. My PT in general is, I wouldn't say super demanding, but I have to implement it in just about every single thing I do, which makes it feel like it's never ending. Don't spend a ton of time with my friends because a lot of my closest friends live at a distance, but I love documentaries. I love like learning about things. So I spend my time doing that, and then I just hang out with my people. A quick lunch that hits every time. Oh my gosh, I feel like a Caesar salad. I love a Caesar salad down, like chicken or salmon. After recovery, do you think you will do another subscriber meetup? Oh my gosh, yes. Before, I'm like in the midst of recovery, so I can't even say like I'm done with recovery because it's going to forever be an ongoing thing. I am doing another event, and it's my first actual just like Libby event, still a luxury. September 27th, I'm hosting an event. I think it'll be 9 to 1 at Rise Gym in Houston. What would you be doing if fitness wasn't your primary focus? My intention is to build the foundation for my future, which I think everybody's is, but I want to build the foundation for my future family. If I wasn't doing fitness, I think I would probably also be working in social media, just on the other side of it, probably like marketing. Oh my gosh, am I bringing my workout challenges back? I have a couple challenges on the Alive app already, but if you're talking about like my week of workouts, yes, I'll bring those back. I felt like I was not in a place, literally physically, to be able to be like, all right guys, let me take you through this bridge and this RDL. But the further along I get in my recovery, the more exercises essentially I unlock to be able to do. Like today, I'm so lit because I am approved to do sissy squats and hip thrusts, which is crazy. That's a lot of loading on your leg, but it's something that I've really wanted to do. And I also lost my whole left glute. Like it's very, very rude. So I'm excited for that. Of course, I will bring them back. What's your favorite thing to do for downtime? If it's reading, what book are you currently reading? Oh my gosh, finally. I feel like you guys have asked me this for the longest time, and I was like, I'm not reading right now. Like I was reading my Bible and always read my Bible and like listen to the word, that type of thing. I did so much reading at the beginning of the year that I was like, okay, I'm a little bit cooked on it, where like informative books and fictional books were not hitting for me. So I was like, okay, like I need to take a break from it. But I was reading The Body Keeps Score. That's a really good one. One that I always recommend is The 5 People You Meet in Heaven. You know that I'm like back into my reading when I do buy new books. So I have been reading Person in Progress. I love like a self-help book. I love a self-work book. And I love to learn how to implement things into my life to be a better version of myself. So Person in Progress is really good. It's for anybody in your 20s. It doesn't matter what decade you're actually in. Guide you into the trajectory that you want your life to be. If I could recommend any book, Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins would be amazing. Then I also love like a little like girly whirly romancy fiction book. I think Just for the Summer I read in one day. That was really, really cute. I liked that a lot. And then I just picked up The Surrogate Mother, which I'm interested in because I've heard a lot of people talk about Frida McFadden. Any new life goals? Oh my gosh. I think that this entire year has been a lot of just like reflection, self-reflection, and like asking myself, what do I want in life? Because as you know, I am somebody who loves a project. I love a checklist, that type of thing. The queen of checking things off. So I graduated college. I was a first-gen college graduate. And then fast forward, I like buy my first car, my 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Love her, Miss Ice. You guys know that was my baby. Love her so much. Fast forward from that, my goal was to buy a house. I bought a house and I've been here for a year now, which has been incredible. And home ownership is just such a wild, funky thing. Like, it's really empowering, especially I think as a woman, not only that, but as a Black woman, and young, to be in the position to buy a house and to think of like what I want in my future. X, Y, and Z, that type of thing. So after that, I also was like, what's next? Like, what's my next goal? Now, of course, I want to be successful. I want to be financially stable and frugal and all of that. Travel has been a really big thing on my bucket list for this year. But a lot of it has been very much focused on self. And then, of course, I tear my ACL. That, like, God has a way of putting things in your life in such interesting ways where you're like, oh, wow, like, this is what you meant by that. You ask him for something, he'll give it to you, but not always the way that you think. Wow, my goal has been to like rehab myself and get back to the best condition that I can be in for my future. Because now I'm 27, you guys, and also like we've got to talk about the hair loss thing. Like, what the hell is going on? Apparently it's from anesthesia, which put me at a little bit more peace, but you know. My next like goal or project became like myself. And I went through a big like, what do I want? Who do I want Libby to be? What do I want my life to look like? I think that I've been so intentional with my life this far in the things that I've done, what I've pursued, all of that type of stuff where it's like, this girl moves with intention. She really does. Like, I'm very driven. It became, girl, you're your own project. Got very, very close with God. Got very, very close with myself. Learned myself a lot. We're in the 8th month of the year now, which is wild. So this has been just like a very transformative year for me. Hasn't even been like a super hard year, but I would say that it is a very transformative and heavier year for my adulthood, for myself, for my life in general. I don't know. Right now, I want to enjoy the end of my 20s. And I think that I have set myself up for success to welcome all of those new opportunities, new life experiences into my life, new friendships, new all of it. Feel really good right now about where I am, and I think that I've done a lot of hard things even while being injured. Like, this was definitely a bump in the road. It's not the end of my life, and it is doable. Like I said before I even had surgery, like, I know it's gonna be tough, but I know that it's doable. My new life goal, it's always been to be stable and financially like free, to where when I have a family, it's not like we're struggling and my kids get to pursue the things that they want. So I think a lot of my life has been like just built up to whatever my actual like true purpose is. And I don't know, I think God puts all of those little things in our life for a reason, to learn from and to do good with. Another mission that I'm on includes my vitamins and everything like that. Primarily because why am I balding? You know, everybody says that they're like losing hair. I do understand now that a big reason for that is probably because I went under anesthesia, and I didn't know that that was a result of that. So I have my Nutrafol. I've been taking this for a few days. I took it a lot at the beginning of last year, but I also have a little essential vitamins pack. This is from Revive. Now I also have my chlorophyll in green. All your vitamins are in here, and then I'm going to add the Nutrafol supplement because she's so specific, and like, I'm tired of losing hair. I remember when I came off of hormonal birth control, if you guys remember the vlog, like, shout out to you. I was going through it because I didn't know I was gonna be so depleted of everything, so I had to start supplementing with like iron, X, Y, and Z, all of these things. Now that's just kind of been part of my routine to keep up with, which is good. I think that bone health, very important. Joint health, very important, especially for me right now. So I'm just trying to stay on top of it. These are very helpful. This is a perfect segue. My opinion on creatine. Absolutely love creatine. Take your creatine, make sure you're incredibly hydrated. I made the most progress in my fitness journey in terms of my goal of gaining muscle mass when I was taking creatine, because what it does is act as like an extra jetpack, is what I always explain it as. The extra energy that you need to push through your workout. You're typically going to feel fatigued. That is when your creatine will come into play and hype you back up, okay? Also take your pre-workout because we love it. There's no essential part of needing pre-workout, but creatine is one of the best supplements out there and cannot recommend it enough. Also an ACLer. Have you struggled with body image post-op? Yes. Yes, and it sucks and it's trash and it's ass. But yes, I have struggled with my body image. Post-op, it's not that I didn't know that I was going to lose my entire leg, literally, like all of the muscle mass that I had. I do think that it put me into a little bit of a dysmorphic state. See how much was gone and how quickly it left, because within 1 month of me being in my brace, which I was only in it for a month, you have to think that you're not using your leg at all and you're on crutches. I had a lot of people that literally like didn't mean to hurt my feelings, but they were like, what happened to your leg? Like, why is it so small? And I'm like, it's my Nemo fin. But yes, 100%, I struggled with my body image. Not even in terms of like, oh, I hate my body, but it was like looking in the mirror, I was like, that's not me. There's no way I'm missing that much of my muscle. But that was the reality of it. And I think that at least I know exactly why that happened, X, Y, and Z. I'm very in tune with my body, but I think for anybody that's like, I don't know why I'm like gaining weight or losing weight or whatever it may be, I think me knowing the cause of it was very helpful and conducive to me just like being able to be like, that's okay, it's part of the journey. But I can see why that would like probably send somebody into a tizzy or a spiral if they're like, what's going on with my body, and don't have answers. I was dysmorphic. I still am dysmorphic because it's just like a large mental load as well. But I'm very thankful for what my body does. I think I've always said like, you have to shift your perspective to be grateful for what your body does, and I do that. Now being in this position, I acknowledge that that doesn't always like absolve you of feeling the way that you do. So your feelings are definitely valid. And I hate that I had to feel this to understand. All right, we've got the greens. How many pills can you guys take at once? I'm gonna do 4 and hope for the best. I might gag. Like 4 is kind of crazy. All right, let's make some food. Done. That went well. I'm so excited for this event. I just like am so nervous and I'm so scared that it's not gonna be perfect, but I need to trust the process, and I'm doing everything that I need to in order for it to go well. Right now, I just sent out a little something is coming to you guys in my broadcast channel and on my story so I can know where y'all want me at. Starting in Houston, of course. Hopefully y'all can make the trip. I feel like I'm giving you guys more information on my YouTube than I am elsewhere, but it's like you get to come with me in the moment, so I'm excited for it. Now it's time to go to the gym. Is over with. I feel good. My head is sweating and so is my body. I did a mixture of both, some upper body and lower body, because I was on a little bit of a time crunch. But now running errands, I just saw, I think it was a couple of days ago, but I just saw a new post, Tracee Ellis Ross, which I don't do the like, oh, this is my icon, this is my favorite celebrity, like this is my role model, X, Y, and Z, right? But I am always flattered when somebody says I look like Tracee Ellis Ross, and I'm like, thank you so much. I use Pattern Beauty in my hair literally every single day. I wash my hair, condition my hair with Pattern Beauty. I have a million products. X, Y, and Z. Recently watched Tracee Ellis's like solo traveling. Anything she does, she can do no wrong in my eyes. Honestly, I feel that way about like very few celebrities, very few like famous people in general. Pattern Beauty is like one of my favorite brands. I would absolutely die to work with them, but like I am just an avid customer, to be honest. And I'm so excited because you guys know I love my hair care, body care, all of that. She's releasing, or has released, it's live now, Pattern Body, okay? Body cares, body scrubs, body lotions, moisturizer, like everything. And I am gonna have to go wild out and go bananas with buying that, because that is iconic. And truly, I'm so excited. The packaging is everything, the marketing is everything. If I had a job, somebody did ask in my Q&A, if I had a job that wasn't like the fitness space being what I am, I would work for Pattern Beauty. Like I love like the self-care, wellness, all of that. And I am really big on taking care of your skin and your body, especially with my eczema and just like all the skin things that I randomly have going on, like the weird melasma on me, X, Y, and Z, whatever. All the makeup space, love that for the girls who are into makeup. But for me, I focus so heavily on my skincare. This lights me up. This excites me type of thing. So I just had to let you guys know that, but we're on the move. Great workout. I'm gonna need some food. All right, you guys, nails are done, which they look the exact same as always. Now, I wanna answer a couple more questions for you guys because I kind of left you guys hanging a little bit. What helped you recover so quickly? I'm on my 5th month of ACL surgery recovery. Bestie, I'm so sorry. It's literally such a process of waking up and deciding like I'm going to put in effort to getting my knee to where it needs to be. And I know that for a lot of people that haven't been through this, even for me, before I was going through it, I did not know what all it included, but it is so mentally draining. So I 100% understand and get you. But I do think that being able to do my physical therapy, being able to work for myself has been one of the biggest blessings in terms of my recovery because I'm able to do my PT at home whenever I want and for an extended period of time. I know a lot of people have cramped schedules. Also, not everybody can afford to go to physical therapy for longer than they are prescribed. I do think that the condition that I was in prior, aka a very active person that knew my body very well, was a very large contributor, but staying on top of like my diet and eating a lot of protein and making sure I'm hydrated, those tiny things go into your everyday, but also they go into recovery so much as well. If you come back to New York, I would love to come back to New York. I love New York so much. I could absolutely never live there. Never ever in my life do I think I could actually live in New York. I could probably stay there for like a week or so. I would love to come back to New York, especially around the winter and holiday season. It's like one of my favorite places I've ever been, honestly. What do your ACL scars look like now that they've healed? I don't know if you guys can see them. I have 2. So they took my patellar tendon graft. So I have one here at the top and then I have one here at the bottom where it's like anchored in and everything. And then I also have 2 scars on the side that obviously they heal a little bit better and they're less noticeable. How have I been? Honestly, I think like the more I've talked about it, even through this video, the more you guys like get an understanding of how I've been. It's been a long year, it's been a heavy year, it's been a difficult year, but it's been a good year. Still, it's been a good year and I feel like I've just learned so much and I'm very proud of myself for just everything that I've done this year. That might not look like, oh, she's like checked off all these boxes online or with my job, but I think that this year was very much so focused on like Libby as a person and I'm very, very proud of my growth and I'm proud of everything that I have accomplished within myself. That aside, with my knee, of course, it's just like, it can only be as good as it is, you know? But I think that I've kept a pretty positive attitude. Had my moments of just like grief and sadness and all of that type of stuff. And we haven't hit winter yet, which is when my seasonal depression gets really bad. So I'm hoping to avoid that this year. Overall, I've been good. I haven't shared as much just because my life is not as exciting, especially going through recovery. But I also have just grown to love like my alone time, my alone space. And I'm somebody that just like processes things individually rather than like I need to talk about it right now. What are you looking forward to for the rest of the year? Definitely travel, definitely like making a lot more strides in my recovery. I should be running next week when I get back, or the week that I do get back from London, so I'm really excited for that. Travel, spending time with my people, really like entering a new chapter of my life, I think, because as soon as the rest of the year ends, then I turn 28 and 28 will be my golden year and I actually am very much looking forward to it. I have a different outlook and it's a good outlook. So I'm just excited for whatever changes like the rest of the year brings. Honestly, I feel like I'm very open at this point to whatever life may bring to me. I wanted this to be a little Q&A, bop around, hang around with me type of video because I haven't been able to actually touch base with you guys in so long. And I feel happy and I feel okay and I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm excited to talk to you guys. I have no problem just chatting you through whatever it is. But I really appreciate you guys' patience with me and I appreciate you guys just knowing me as somebody that you follow and treating me like a friend, checking in, all of those good things, leaving comments, and but keeping up with me means a lot for anything that I'm going through. So just know your presence and your time that you spend hanging out with me means so much to me. I do not take it for granted, and I really, really appreciate you guys giving me the space to share my life with you. And all of that it includes, even if it's difficult, even if I've torn my ACL, even if there's a separation in my life, okay? I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up so I know that you did. Also be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a video with me. You guys can keep up with me every single day on Instagram and TikTok at Libby Christensen, and I will talk to you guys later.